Make it go in a circle now. Go.
All right.
Just hear my
All right, so I have this theory that it's called like something like natural selection, where you don't feel guilty if you kill a fly. You don't feel guilty when you squish a cockroach. I think that means something. Oh, come down. Come here. I'm powerful. All right, everyone. Hello, Super Jesus Jackson here. Deciding to do a little bit more of an interesting environment for my videos. I'm just getting bored, so I just kind of want to do a little bit more fun things here. I'm going to talk about this movie called Chronicle. It was starring Michael B. Jordan, Dane DeHaan, I believe is his name, basically Green Goblin. And he kind of sort of plays Green Goblin in the movie. But it's a found footage film. And it is like one of the best found footage films ever, up there with like the Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity, at least the first one. But this one right here, Chronicle, and it makes sense why it's found footage because it came out in 2012, I believe, or something like that. So it's an amazing, amazing film. It found footage wise, I mean, it is shot incredibly. Cinematography is amazing. And it's directed by Josh Trank, and he directed Fan 4-Stick. And I think he got sort of the short end of the stick with that. But is the movie good? Yes. The movie's fucking fantastic. Go and watch it. It's phenomenal. The story's fantastic. It stays with you. Again, cinematography. Special effects are kind of outdated, though. I will say that. But, it's 2012, and it was a very low-budget film. So, but other than that, go and watch the film. Now, as to why I decided to make the video still, here we go. This is a Blu-ray of Chronicle. Let me tell you a story. So, I saw this film with my girlfriend, and we watched it. We had a great time. Well, I watched it the first time with myself, and then I watched it a second time with her. And what the fuck is that noise? Why the fuck do you have the urge to make a noise when I'm filming? I don't know what it is. Anyways, it's actually kind of fitting, right, that we're shooting the video here. People playing fucking baseball and throwing balls and shit like that, if you know what I mean. Or at a park. But I watched this film with my girlfriend, and it's always fun watching the film with someone else because you sit there and you're like, I really want them to see this film and like see how amazing it is, but I also want to know what they think about it. And so we finished the film. We talked about it, and I will say I could sense throughout the time that we were watching the film that she was kind of like, she liked the movie, but she was kind of shitting on the main character from time to time. And we finished the film, and we talked about it, right? And lo and behold, I find that she loved the film, but she was so, like, annoyed and frustrated at the main character and how much of a dick he was and how much he got away with a lot of his shit. Whereas me, I'm a little bit more biased towards anti-heroes. And, of course, the main character of this movie is an anti-hero. Actually, no, he ends up becoming the villain. At first, he's kind of an anti-hero, but I guess he's an anti-hero in the sense where at the very end of the film, he's a villain, but we still sympathize with him, right? So, because we saw his, like, sort of progression. So, we ended up watching, we talked about it, but I noticed that she was like, I think that character's great and all, but it's really the other characters to me that I felt really bad for. Like, I sympathized with them, and I sympathized with everyone, but that main character, man, he's so fucking frustrating. And to me, I'm more biased towards that main character. And I actually felt more bad for him than anyone else. And, it really taught me something about myself, because the main character, he has that one scene that I sort of recreated for you. But like, he's talking about natural selection. He's talking about sort of not having morality in if you're more powerful, you have the liberty, and you should be fine with killing inferior beings, And he has that one scene where he's like kind of splitting like he's taking the spider and he's killing it, but he's like dismembering it, which is actually a really cool scene. But that scene as well where he's talking about sort of how he's a superior being, and he squishes that car. It's a really effective scene. But I find that I really connected with him because I kind of have that in me, whereas my girlfriend, she's actually, I think, much more benevolent than me in many ways. And so she looked at the film because she's so morally amazing. She was so bothered at that main character. And so it's just a different way of seeing it. And she views art in many different ways. And that's one of the ways she viewed Chronicle. Whereas for me, I was kind of having I was having a field day watching the fucking film. Because that main character, I was like, fuck, if I had that shit, if I had them powers, I probably would do that, And so it makes sense why I connected with that main character first. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, fuck. The way this film portrays superheroes and villains, it kind of scares me, because you'd like to think if I had those powers, I would end up being Superman. I would be Jesus Christ. But maybe if some of us had those powers, it would turn out like Chronicle. And that's really fucked up. So, yeah, that's what this movie does. I mean, made me go out to this park and talk about it. But I love this film. It's very dark. It's very sad. It got even more sad the second time I watched it. And I feel really bad for everyone, but especially the main character. So, but again, maybe I'm just talking about myself. So, anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you think of Chronicle. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Have you seen it? If not, please go see it. Give this video a like if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. Share with your superhero Chronicle loving friends if you will. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful fucking creature. But that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you.